Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome in Friday, February the 20th. This is Friday Night Spikes, the best live game day show in college baseball, a product of Glue Guys and SEC Unfiltered. I am Chris Phillips. He is Anthony Ranaudo. We've got tons to get into. It is the second weekend of the college baseball season. Tournament action in Jacksonville, Florida, which is where I'm currently at, Arlington, Texas. We've got other notable non-conference series to get into. Really excited to be chatting with you guys, and of course, always taking your questions or comments as we hang out with you all for the next hour or so here on this Friday night. Before we get going, guys, make sure, as always, you hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts, all across your favorite social media platforms, as well as our website, secunfiltered.com. And as always, check out our friends over at Underdog. Download the Underdog app. Use promo code SECU to get $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Once again, that is promo code SECU over at Underdog to get $75 in bonus entries today. Like I mentioned, this is Friday Night Spikes, the best live game day show in college baseball. We're talking all the SEC baseball action here on this Friday, February the 20th, reacting to everything that has taken place. It has been a jam-packed day. It all got started earlier today. It is still ongoing right now as we speak. So without further ado, let's get this show underway. And of course, as always, guys, leave us your questions, your comments, your reactions, everything in between. We want to hear from you all. But as always, I'm Chris Phillips. Joining me, as he always does, co-host, colleague, partner in crime, one of the best in the business, a national champion, a former big leaguer, Mr. Anthony Ranaudo. Anthony, what's going on, man? Appreciate you taking the time. How's your Friday been, my guy? How you doing?
Friday's been good, man. It's been the weather's been kind of shitty up in Michigan. So I am missing Jacksonville. That was a really hard thing to say. Missing Jacksonville. That was a weird tongue twist. So yeah, I was fantasizing about that all day. But I got to throw a bullpen today to some live high school guys.
Wow.
So that was fun. Yeah. I got to compete a little bit, so no, it was good. And then we just watched college baseball all day at the facility, man. It was
Dude,
great.
How's the wing feeling these days?
It's actually feeling really good. I was up to 90. I think I might have hit 91 today. So I struck out some high school guys.
Are we thinking like a comeback, like a MLB comeback, or is this more like just for the love of the game type of?
Yeah, just for the love of the game. Like I'm in there every day. I'm learning from this guy named Mike Steele, who's really sharp with the biomechanics. So honestly, I just wanted to like learn a little bit, put my body through it. I'm going to be training a lot of kids under his system. So I was like, I really just want to learn it and like have some fun. And their high school team is getting ready to start their season. So I was like, fuck it, I'll throw some live like ABs and go compete. So I got to throw some at bats today while there was like another kid like doing some training, getting ready to leave for his season. So it was fun.
I bet it's cool for them too. They get to stand in the box against you.
Yeah, it was fun.
That, right?
Yeah, it was really cool. And actually today on my podcast, I had a kid named Broder Kaki, who's like the top catcher, one of the top catchers in the nation for the junior class, who's committed to Vanderbilt, and he caught my bullpen and or my live BP, and dude, he's a stud. So it was cool, you know, like you get to kind of interact with these kids, and then if he goes to Vandy, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll be watching him in a couple years, and it's fun, man. It's a good thing we got going up here.
How much of the humbling? Which way does it more go? You humble them, or they humble you? Does that ever happen?
I feel like they got humbled a little bit today. I had a good outing, but I mean,
Okay.
they're but they were younger kids. They were fresh. I should be doing that, you
Right.
know, like, so
Right.
I don't know if it was humbling for them. They were just like, okay, yeah, that's kind of like, that's expected, but it was fun to get out there. They had never really seen, you know, pitching like that yet this year, you know, when you're inside and it's freezing and shit. So it's like, it's fun to just get some game action a little bit and get the adrenaline going.
New goal for me, somehow, some way, at some point, stand in the box against Anthony Ranaudo, just to see it. Not that I would touch it. I just want to see it for myself.
I'm just saying, we got a whole facility up here. We can do whatever we want, dude.
Yeah.
Start taking some hacks, dude. Come up for a week. Get some
I will actually tell you this. I can guarantee you it will not be during the baseball season, but I have a trip planned to Michigan. I am coming up for I'm spoiling this, obviously, very, very early.
Wow.
But I would lock it in 99.9%. I'm actually going to come up for the Oklahoma-Michigan football game. I think that's week 2 of the season. So weather should still be nice. You know, it's an opportunity to see the big house. So I don't know how close you are to Ann Arbor, but
Only 45 minutes away. That's it. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're in.
Okay. Fair enough. We'll have to make that happen then. That'd be fun.
I like it.
Anthony, you pointed this out off air, and I'm normally one. I'm very humble. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but you did make a good point. I want to start with this just because I know it's probably the elephant in the room right now, and the audience is, they want me to address it. I do have a bit of a glow right now. I am in Jacksonville, Florida, where it was about 85 degrees today. I was on the boat for 3 or 4 hours, and then I sat at the ballpark. I'm looking at myself in the picture of our live, and I do look a little tan right now. For the podcast listeners, I do look like it's been literally half a day in the sun, and I got a little glow going on right now. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good right now.
You should.
We need to somehow keep this going. Hopefully, Arlington, Texas next weekend. Spoiler, by the way, for those who didn't know. Hopefully, Arlington, Texas can keep – I know it's in a dome, so I'll have to get outside. But, yeah, I feel pretty good, man. The next 2 days, tomorrow's going to be beautiful, high at 85. So, yeah, we
just rub it in, dude. Yeah,
just
rub it in. We got snow coming, and it snowed a little bit today. We thought we were out of the woods, but we weren't. Yeah, so, yeah, just rub it in, man. You look good. You're glowing. I'm sure the boat was great.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a lot of fun. More on that in a moment. It's been a great time in Jacksonville. It always is. I want to get into some comments. Obviously, we got a lot of our loyal listeners, our folks who tune in each and every single week. The first one, my guy Chinook, who was in here before we even started. Hey, we were on time, by the way. He says college baseball over everything else. By the way, I don't want to take full credit for what happened today in the LSU game, which we'll get into in just a second, which, by the way, Anthony, I don't know. I'll show you. You've seen one. I don't know if you've seen the other. Bang. This is for tomorrow. This is so clean, so fresh. Wow. This will be in your mail. Hey, all 3 of these will be in Anthony Ranaudo's mail. Bang. Wow. Bang.
Woo.
And then the LSU cap.
Whoa.
The LSU cap.
I'm going to rep that so much.
The LSU SECU. So, but what I was about to say is this. I don't want to take full credit, but I must say LSU is down 5-4. I went up to the press box. Chinook Seeds has supplied boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of seeds at the Live Like Lou Jacksonville College Baseball Classic. I grabbed 2 bags of barbecue. I'm a barbecue guy. Came down, started munching on the seeds.
Some rally Chinook? Rally Chinook.
I didn't know. I didn't even know, but that's what it turned into. So I don't want to take – I think Chinook deserves more of the credit than I do. I was simply the catalyst. You like that? It. Who knew we were going to use the word catalyst?
I don't need another excuse to throw Chinook Seeds in, so that's incredible, but I'll do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anytime else you need some runs, we'll just throw them in. Perfect.
Good vibes. I promise we're going to get into baseball, by the way, guys. Tons of action to get into. Obviously, I'm in Jacksonville watching LSU. We've got Texas is on the tube right now. So many other games are in the books. Auburn, I know, is if they haven't gotten going, they are getting going here in just a moment. Running through some of your questions. Caden says, was Volchko electric enough for y'all? We will get there in a moment. Obviously, he pitched tonight for the Georgia Bulldogs. Would love to hear your thoughts, Anthony, on him. Chase Raines, my guy Chase, who's in Nashville, Tennessee. Vols survive. They beat Kent State on a walk-off. More on that in a moment because I think that was really, really special for one specific reason. I see you already commenting in the chat. You're already beating me to this. Okay, I get it.
I was in
that already. Let's see. Austin says teams are really getting everything they want from some of these smaller teams. Kent, Tennessee, Penn, and A&M. Again, these are some good non-conference teams.
Is it still 0-0? Holy shit,
0-0 still. There was a certain team that lost to a non-conference team today. We will get that more in just a moment. Max says still February, the ball's flying. Love this weather. Yeah, it's great down in Jacksonville. The ball is it low-key had an Omaha vibe today weather-wise in Jacksonville. Certainly cooler, no doubt. It was cooler.
We get it.
Nowhere near as hot, but again, I sat on the boat for 3 hours and I came off with a little glow on me. That just goes to show you what the weather was like. Our guy Jeremy Scott says, "Roll Tide." The Golden Spikes conversation's back up and running. This one we have to get into very soon. Jake Sullins, Liam Peterson. I don't want to take full credit again, but somebody had to get his ass.
Fire under his ass. I saw.
Hey, somebody had to get his ass while Sully was out. Hey, while Sully's out, see Philly steps in. somebody had to motherfuck him. So I mean, it is what it is.
That's
I'll
exactly. I
I
saw him doing that. He was striking people out, and he was like, "Fuck Chris Phillips," you know. He was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck that."
exactly. I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was. Chinook says, Anthony, you're gonna need a 20-minute flush run tomorrow.
I had my Theragun on my back before. I'm like, dude, I'm already getting sore. Like I was standing stretching already. Yeah.
I love it. William T. Smoking a cigar, sipping a little homemade peach cobbler moonshine. God, that sounds delicious. I haven't had like good moonshine in quite a while. Riley says, know the competition, the best state's finally starting to wake up. Well, they're supposed to. Yeah, we'll get into that game for sure. Boomer Sooner won big. Our guy Jim in Arlington. Shout out to Jim. I met him in Norman, by the way. Really good dude. 22-1 run rule for the Sooners. They keep it rolling.
They're legit.
Smoking on a Padron. Love that. Chinook says, Lynn Rollins, quote, Chris is redder than a fever blister in July or something. Yeah, I'm sure he'd have a field day with me. Our guy Randy, CP and the legend himself, Anthony Ranaudo, go Tigers. Yeah. At least there's still some LSU fans that like you, Anthony.
There was, yeah.
There's still some LSU fans. I was able to fend them off today. You know, today I had some people coming up. That Ranaudo character. Nah, I'm kidding.
I know. But I did have some people come at me in the chat and they were like, dude, you were right. Simpson's in the lineup. I don't know why he only got one at bat though.
Yeah, I think he got one at bat. Yes. On that note, let's get to the baseball again. I'm talking in circles here. Let's get into the baseball because tons to discuss. Anthony, listen, people are calling our show LSU Unfiltered. They are. But I don't give a damn. We're going to start with LSU because I'm in Jacksonville. This is why next weekend we won't because I will not be where LSU's playing and we will start with those teams. I promise you. But first things first, Anthony, this baseball game, I would never complain about being at the yard all day. This was a 4-hour game, by the way, which
Chris,
that one inning took an hour. Took an hour.
I was at the facility. I was doing something in the clubhouse. I had our strength guy come in and say, hey, can you come help me like put this dumbbell rack together? I go put this dumbbell rack together. We did something like, dude, it was like crazy. I'm driving home. I'm like, let me check the LSU score. And I'm like refreshing. I'm like, why does it still say top 8? I'm like, this is crazy. It was nutty.
This game, and by the way, we don't have to spend a ton of time talking about it. Like, I'll be honest with you, Anthony. I was really harsh about it last year. The D1 baseball stream, I was very harsh about it last year. And I wasn't as harsh this year. I almost, believe it or not, for those that don't think I have feelings or a soul, I felt kind of bad because we had our guy Kyle Peterson on a few weeks ago, and he's involved with D1, and he was super excited about all these tournaments and them streaming it. And I'm like, you know, I love my guy KP. I don't know what's got to get fixed, but something's got to get fixed because everybody was complaining about the stream again today.
Chris,
$30. We got to figure something out. We got to figure it out.
$30. I paid $30. Kendall,
or $27, whatever the $5 discount code you had.
Yeah. So Kendall reaches out to me, Kendall Rogers, and he says, "Hey, you don't have to tell everybody it's me." And I was like, I didn't know if he actually wanted me to say it was him. So he goes, you can tell people LSU 8 gets them $5 off. I'm like, all right, cool. That was nice. And so I watched Case and Evans' first inning. Then I had to put my phone down because we were doing some training stuff and everything. And I tried to go back to my phone. I couldn't stream the rest of the day because it said, please put a code in that you got sent. And I never got sent a code. So I was like, I'm not paying another $30. So, and then I went on Twitter and everybody said they were having streaming problems. So I was like, I'm not even going to pay the other $30 again. Like, you know, like, so I didn't want to say anything and jump on the bandwagon of everybody shitting on it, but I didn't get to watch any games today. And I got some friends playing in the Notre Dame game right now. Like, I'm like, damn, I want to be able to watch that game too.
Yeah, another tough day for D1 baseball, but it was a tough day for LSU a little bit up until the 8th inning. We're going to get in the 8th inning what happened. Obviously, Zach York goes crazy. The entire offense, it becomes a hit parade. We talked a lot about Case and Evans, Anthony. How much did you see of Case and Evans' outing? He goes 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. I thought it was a bounce back feels strong. I thought it was a good outing. he had the one inning where it got kind of funky where, I mean, a ball that's a swinging bunt that stays on the chalk that should Aaron Beatty have let it go? Should he not? The ball was staying on the chalk. He tries to make a play, throws it away. Ball gets stuck underneath the whatever the stuff, the padding behind home plate. It's essentially like the ball goes in the dugout. The guy gets a free base. He scores. So I thought Case and Evans kind of got screwed there. A couple of walks hurt him as well. But I mean, Anthony, when he pitched, we've talked about it all season, and it's very early in the season. The shit is elite. When he pitched to contact, they had no answer for him. I thought it was a good outing from that standpoint. I thought the biggest thing for him from what I noticed, and I think the thing that he's going to have to, and I'd have no reason to believe he won't, but the put-away pitch, I think he can probably, start to locate the put-away pitch a little bit better, get some more swings and misses with 2 strikes. But all in all, I mean, from what I learned today is I think he's going to have a lot of success, even if he's just pitching to contact. That's how good this stuff is.
Absolutely. And that's what you kind of saw. I saw the first inning, every pitch, and he pretty much threw all fastballs and he beat everybody with the fastballs. And that was kind of what I was saying, right, on our stream the other day and what I posted. I saw everything I wanted to see from the kid. The stuff was electric. I want to go back and look at some of the metrics and everything tonight when I have some more time. But I mean, we got 5 innings out of him. He pitched 80 pitches. And again, that's where you want him to be early on in the season. We don't need him going 6 and 7 right now. We wanted him to go through the lineup 2 or 3 times. And I think he's going to figure out his stuff as the season goes on, right? I do think he'll need to develop a little bit more of a true put away pitch. Obviously, the fastball is elite. And when he elevates, he gets his swings and misses. And that can be set up and that can be a true out pitch. And obviously he does get outs with the fastball, but I would love to see that breaking ball be a little bit more depthy, maybe, and I don't know. So we'll see how that develops as the year goes on. But I mean, I saw everything I wanted to see from him, and there was a lot of people saying he's not the Friday guy, he's a reliever. I'm like, he's got elite shit. He's a big leaguer in college baseball. Let him have every chance to be the Friday night guy.
Yeah,
his demeanor to me is what sticks out the most. You saw it last year, and that's who I kind of want on Friday nights.
Yeah, the heartbeat is really steady. I think with Case and Evans, I watch him, you couldn't tell if he's up 10-0, down 10-0, if he's giving up 10 runs, throwing a shutout, whatever. Love the body language I saw from it. Obviously, I mean, I thought it was a really solid outing for him. This game was really interesting, Anthony, from the standpoint. I know LSU fans, I sound like a broken record. This is a really gritty Indiana team. This is not a bad, I think, Indiana. We saw them against North Carolina. They gave UNC all they wanted. That's a UNC team that I think very well could be with an LSU in the College World Series. It's not a bad Indiana team by any measure. I know LSU fans will get tired of hearing that, but you got to give some credit to the opponent. This game was weird, though, Anthony, because it's another one. It's kind of like opening day all over again, where the final score doesn't really indicate how close this game was. And
I was a little sweaty for a second.
I mean, it was 5-4 going to the 8th, and I'm sitting there I still have confidence, but we are down to our last 6 outs. So something's got to give. Something's got to change. I kind of find it – I know we love to overreact, and I was seeing tweets from people man, you're really going to find out a lot about this LSU team right now. And I'm like, I mean, it's the second weekend of the season, y'all. They lost this game. It's not the end of the world, but it did show a lot of resiliency, a lot of guts, a lot of what you would expect. I do want to highlight this really quickly because our guy, S. Young, 3612, $4.99 super chat, or 3512, thank you so much, says, here's a fun stat. First 6-0 start under Jay Johnson. He already has 2 natties. Read that again. I'll read it
that
again.
That is kind of crazy. I did not realize that.
Under Jay, first time ever they've started 6-0. But it felt like a game in which, Anthony, you looked up and I'm like, I think going into the 8th inning, they had 11 hits. And it's they had opportunity after opportunity. They had guys in scoring position. They had bases loaded. They couldn't. It was the story to the 8th inning was they couldn't get that big knock to really break the game open and really swing the pendulum, swing the momentum in their way. And then Zach York happened. And then Zach York comes up. And, dude, it got to 2-0. And you're my buddies are how did you get that on video? How did you know? And Anthony, you're in baseball, you have this sixth sense about you where it's an action pitch. And I was
yep.
2-0, he's about to get a juicy one. And if he doesn't miss it, he's going to piss on it. And, bro, that ball was roped Absolutely roped. He hits the 3-run homer. They go up 7-5, and then it was just hit parade from there. Hitting's contagious. They pour it on 9-run 8th. So things to – I mean, here's the best part about it for Jay and the staff and this team. You're not playing – obviously, you don't want to be peaking right now. You don't want to be playing perfect baseball necessarily, but you win a game by 7 runs, and you still look at it and say there's things to clean up. We could have won this game 24-4 had we converted on all those opportunities earlier in the game. But, on one hand, a lot to clean up. On the other, Anthony, the LSU lineup showed just how dangerous they are. And obviously they've got that guy. They've got their guy in the lineup in Zach York that, I mean, one swing of the bat, dude, he can change the ball game.
Yeah, no. And you said it. They had 11 hits or whatever it was. And I was like, I think it's just a matter of time. And early in the year in the SEC, I'd be very worried that LSU finishes that game and maybe gets the win because, the SEC, they have some pretty elite high-end bullpen arms, right? And at Indiana, do they have those same arms? And that's kind of what I was thinking, right? And if they do, then kudos to Indiana, right? And that would have been a nice test for LSU. But that's where I was like, okay, well, let's see what LSU can do here. And they should come through at the end. I wasn't there to feel the energy, but you do know. You've been there enough to know it. And I'm sure that
with purple and gold.
I was going to say, I'm sure the LSU fans let you know that it was about to come too. Like you could kind of feel it brewing, but if you watch enough baseball, you've been around it, you're like, yeah, this is it. It's about to happen. Yeah. So it was pretty cool. You and I were texting during it because I didn't have it live. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool.
I mean, they had 14 runs on 18 hits and they left 15 runners on base.
Yeah, because they only had 4 runs through like 11 hits. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was
4 runs,
kind of wild.
4 runs going to the 8th. They had 9 doubles in this game. 9 doubles. Stephen Milam had 3 doubles. Aaron Beatty had 3. Seth Dardar had 3. So, I mean,
wow.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Again, the lineup showed, I think, just with the depth, how they can explode so quickly. I do think there's still a few position battles going on. I'm not going to pile on the kid. I'm not going to say they should bench him after the game, whatever. But, curious to see what they do with a guy like Tanner Reeves, who had 3 Ks in the game. I thought coming into this season, coming off of last year, I wasn't like – I was big wait and see on Tanner Reeves. And, again, it's a long season. He might be one of their big-time dudes. But, after last year, I was kind of like, I really don't know. And again, like we talked about in a lineup like this, it's just there's so many different options. And obviously he's filling in right now. I know he's playing outfield. Chris Stanfield is out. That's a whole other thing, obviously, that you talked about. But so many different dudes contributed today. I mean, anytime, again, you have 18 hits in the lineup.
Yeah.
Just going down the list of all the guys that played today. I mean, Derek had.
I really want
to
see Simpson. I want to see Simpson get some bats. That's what I was talking to some people on
Braden
Twitter
Simpson
about that.
only had 1 at bat in the game.
I know, and that's what somebody in the chat said when they went to a lefty. They pinch hit or whatever it was. So again, I want to see him get some at bats. His stats at High Point were pretty impressive, right? So that's where I was like, Jay's gonna get creative. He can mix and match a few guys in the infield, outfield. But I want to see different guys get at bats in different situations, and see who we have. And that's all I was saying last time about Stanfield too. I just want to see other guys that we have. So early in the year.
Our guy S. Young, once again, thank you so much for the super chat yet again, my friend. We really appreciate it. He says the casuals don't realize how bad Anthony Ianson and Chase Shores were at this time last year. Nate Yeskie is elite at bringing along pitchers during the season. I don't know that bad's the word, and I wouldn't use the word bad.
Chase Shores was bad at one point last year, yes.
He was. He
bad.
He really
Anthony
didn't come
Ianson,
on until...
I don't remember him being bad. I think he was pretty impressive most of the year, but I don't think I don't think bad is the right word. But I said this on the radio show earlier this year is Chase Shores was kind of a we don't know what we're going to get from him at some at one point during the year last year. So it's a very long year. Guys' roles are going to change and guys are going to step up, especially towards the end of the year when games really start mattering too.
Yeah, and I would say this, Case and Evans has not been bad. I don't think anybody in that pitching staff's been bad, but you do make a good point. I think everyone will get better in the pitching staff. If Nate Yeskie's proved anything, I have no reason to believe that Case and Evans and this is why you have non-conference play. You get a couple of these starts under your belt by the time you get to SEC play, obviously in a perfect world. Case and Evans is hitting his stride. He is, everything is sharp. He's found what he needs to find. And obviously you're going to hit some bumps in the road in SEC play. Your offense is going to have to win some games. it's a mixed bag. It just happens. But I have no reason to believe that Kason Evans won't be that elite dude when we get to SEC play. But I mean, all in all, LSU off to a great start at Jacksonville. Anthony, again, I just think that the depth the lineup showed, and Zach York is your favorite player's favorite player, dude.
My God, dude. He's going to be a legend.
Tell me if you think this is crazy, because when I saw him today, I was like, he reminds me, I feel like everybody who played high school baseball played with a guy who looks like him.
At some point had a teammate,
like,
somebody.
That looks like a toothpick in his hands, like power guy. I was like, I feel like we all knew or know that guy.
Oh, so absolutely. And that's why I was like, I saw somebody on Twitter saying like his bat speed is so impressive. I'm like, that's probably like a 34-inch bat, 35-inch maybe. Like, and that thing is just being swung around. And somebody in the chat earlier said like it's very Ortiz-like. And I was like, wow, that kind of I do love that, like that comp, the way he has that like uppercut and finish, like I kind of can see it.
Yeah, it was again, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming, but so many dudes contribute in this game. I mean, like I said, it felt like a matter of time before LSU broke it open, but it's always good to go through some adversity early in the season. And LSU did, down late in the ball game. There's that stat where this is your record after you're trailing after 7 or whatever it is. And obviously the more of those games, Anthony, and again, you played in the big leagues. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, the best teams in the big leagues, you get at the end of the season, the best teams in the big leagues are the ones that their record trailing after 7 is really good, because they find ways to come back and win. They got multiple guys in their lineup that can come through, whether it's changing the game with one swing of a bat or they can put hits together, 2 out hitting, runners in scoring position, all those buzzwords, all those key things. So LSU, LSU gets a big win. Hot start in Jacksonville, and they will take on that Notre Dame team actually tomorrow at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. We will be out there for that. Anthony, I want to jump to this one really quickly. Tennessee beats Kent State 4-3. They win that game on a walk-off. I do want to send our condolences to Wes Rucker, send our condolences to his family, his wife, his children, his child on the way, the entire Vol family. Just a really tragic incident that happened yesterday, last night. If you are unfamiliar, Wes Rucker, a guy that has covered Tennessee athletics for, I believe, 2 decades, I think right around 2 decades or a little bit over a decade or whatever it is, a very long time, was killed in a fatal car crash yesterday, which, again, just tragic news. I will say this. It felt, I hate to say like poetic, because I don't want to, in like a weird way, tie something together that's so horrible and so tragic with something as, at the end of the day, so meaningless as a baseball game. But Tennessee with that walk-off, it felt like they won that one for Wes Rucker. He was looking down on Knoxville tonight.
Wow.
Really special moment. I know it was an emotional night in Knoxville, an emotional night for the fan base.
Wow.
From a baseball perspective, Tegan Coons looks really good again. Obviously, he shoves. That Kent State team we talked about is a really good club. So, and that was one that I think a lot of people were putting Tennessee on upset alert. They get the win on Friday, and again, not your typical Friday for an SEC club. So, again, condolences to the Rucker family and all of all the Vols out there. But it's just an emotional night at Tennessee, man. Really emotional night.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, sending a lot of love to Tennessee and their fans and to the Rucker family. I was watching the game. I watched a lot of that game actually, and as I turned it on, they showed her, and I didn't know what they were talking about. So thank you for filling me in. And yeah, the walk-off now seems definitely very fitting, and that ball was absolutely shit on. So good for the Vols, their fans, and everything, and I'm sure that stadium is enjoying that moment tonight. But they look good, and it was a little sweaty there in the 9th inning, but I mean, like it was a very fitting ending now hearing that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the JUCO transfer, Tyler Myatt, who pinch hit in that spot, by the way.
Yep.
Obviously, his lone knock of the night, pinch hits, bottom of the ninth, kind of everything you dream of. And he hits the walk-off homer.
Like you said, that's a really good Kent State team, like really, really good. And Tennessee, like Coons looked a little wild at times. He had 3 walks and 3 hit by pitches, so like he lost it a little bit here and there, but managed to make big pitches at the right time. And then their bullpen looked really sharp. And that guy that finished That's a transfer in. He was they said he was a SoCon pitcher of the year. I can't remember his name. I'm blanking.
Yeah, Brady Frederick.
Yeah, and he's like a Knoxville native. I'm like, what a great story. I'm like, so that's kind of cool. They got a good piece at the end of the bolt. Like he was kind of funky, and he had some balls coming in there with the bases loaded, one out, and getting them out of that jam to set them up for that walk off. Like the energy kind of shifting back to the dugout. So good for them. And that was, again, it's what we said we were a little skeptical about with Tennessee this year. Are they going to have that Tony V like energy? But like that stadium's kind of rocking still, and it seems like that team has that energy. So it's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, Brady Frederick, to your point, by the way, Anthony. SoCon pitcher of the year last year. He was a preseason All-American third team by essentially everybody coming into the season. So big piece for them they picked up in the portal. Want to go back to our guy again. Our guy S. Young's just making it rain in the chat. We really appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I do appreciate
he says,
that.
Jay always tinkers early, usually leads to early losses, but pays off later, both pitching and hitting. Yeah, like I said, a lot of guys play today, and again, I won't take too much credit, but we busted the seeds out. We had a hell of a day, by the way, in Jacksonville. Anthony woke up this morning 8:30. I got some buddies that live down here. By the way, I wish I could take the camera outside. I'm not bullshitting you. My Airbnb is no more than 20 yards from the sand. 20 yards from the sand.
Sounds like a really tough weekend that you're having.
Really difficult. Really difficult
tough,
situation.
This has got to be a tough weekend. I feel bad for you, man.
It's a difficult situation. Somebody has to do it. But
we're
like 20 yards to the sand. I got some buddies that live on Jack's Beach. They're part of like a boat club, whatever. We went on the boat this morning. That's where, again,
somebody twisted your arm and made you go out on that boat.
It was a twisting of the arm situation. Did a little fishing. Not a ton was caught, but the vibes were high.
Did you catch anything? Nothing?
We caught a stingray.
Okay.
A little baby stingray. A crab, which, whatever. And a little bass. We actually caught a little bass, too. But
nice.
We're more so out there for the vibes. Your boy caught some seaweed a few times, so it was great. Yeah,
you reeled it in. Great. Yeah, you did what you did.
You thought you had something. It was just a big pile of seaweed. So, yeah, the vibes are high. I saw a lot of folks, by the way, in Jacksonville from the Omaha trip last summer. Dat Bingle bus is here and alive and active. Saw that entire crew. Got the link up with Jake Brown's parents, Derek Curiel's parents, a lot of the parents that, again, we were hanging out with in Omaha all last summer, that entire 2.5 week period or so. Great folks, of course. I didn't even mention this, by the way. It's crazy, Anthony, not to spend the entire show on LSU, but LSU scored 14 runs and Jake Brown went 0 for 5. So that is something.
That is kind of crazy. Yeah, and he's been the hottest hitter on the planet. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is something to note. I do want to go. So there is
Anthony Pack Homer. I love that kid, by the way. Sorry.
Who did?
Anthony Pack. Somebody just said it in the chat. Anthony Pack Homer. For Texas, okay. behind you.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. 7-1, bottom of the 6, runners on second and third, 1 out. But yeah, Anthony Pack.
Somebody just said it in the chat. But the right fielder for Texas, that kid's a stud. True freshman. Ooh.
Yeah. Anthony Pack. How about that? Jr. Yeah, I saw the Mendoza. Apparently they said on the broadcast that he said he felt like he wasn't more of a home run hitter this year. He hit 5 all last year, and he's already got 3 through the first 6 games of the season. So
I told you, maybe sleeper for Golden Spikes. or SEC Player of the Year. I told you.
Yeah,
maybe not a sleeper, I guess, but probably not a sleeper. But
yeah, there is. How about this, by the way? The A&M Penn game is nothing top of the 9th.
I know. I have it on right here.
You'll have to tell me what happened because I don't have that one on.
When you see me do that, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, I got it on there. I got my Texas game on here. So,
yeah, runner on third, 2 outs for Penn. You keep us updated what's going on. So that one is TBD. We've got one SEC team that lost today. Single one.
Why you got to do this to me?
I'm going to do this to you. One single one. Army. Anthony, not only do they beat South Carolina 9-5, in South Carolina, they're hosting a Salute the Troops weekend, which actually, we should be crediting South Carolina. What a patriotic thing for them to do, to allow Army to come into their house and to beat them. Anthony, this was Army's first win over a Power 4 opponent since 2022.
Where did you find that stat? It's only been 4 years that they haven't beat somebody like that.
What? Only 4 years, and the team they beat was
Look,
Pitt.
Army is a good team this year, Chris, okay? Give them a lot of credit when credit's due, dude. They came out swinging. It was good. Yeah, it was good.
Blow it up. Nope, blow it up. Blow it up. Blow
No,
it up,
I
dude.
want to know why didn't Gunther start? I'm calling Paul tomorrow. I need answers. I'm calling
Blow it
him.
up. Blow up South Carolina baseball, burn it to the ground, and restart. Take it out of the cartridge, blow on it, put it back in, and hit the restart button.
I get it. I get it if I were you as a South Carolina fan. I'm gonna call Paul tomorrow. I need answers. I need to know.
Yeah,
I need to know what's going on.
That goes. You let me know how that goes, that convo with Paul. So South Carolina loses to Army. The vibes are very, very, very low.
I did on my little preview for the weekend pick that they were going to lose a game, but I picked Navy. I didn't think it was going to happen in the first game.
I wonder when the last time Army beat a SEC team was. I'd love that stat. It's got to be a hot minute.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
It's got to be a very, very hot minute. We talked about this a little bit earlier, Anthony, as we skimmed through the scores. Florida beats Kennesaw State 9-3. Florida is looking more like Florida now that Kevin O'Sullivan's in the dugout. And Liam Peterson did exactly what I thought he would do. He was nasty tonight, dude. He was nasty tonight. 12 strikeouts.
His stuff is absolutely electric, Chris. It's absolutely electric.
It is.
And dude, if he now early in the game, I watched the first couple innings, I watched the first 3 or 4, and he missed some spots. But again, it's electric in a college. He's dominating. So I tip my cap. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we need to see. And Kennesaw State's a good team. I think Florida could lose a game this weekend. So for him to have 12 punchies in that outing, how many innings did he go? 6?
I believe it was 6. Yes.
I mean, still 2 an inning. That's great. That's what we need to see. I needed to see it. I wanted to see it. He's too good of an arm. If he changed his delivery a little bit, I'm not gonna say it or compare it, but he reminds me a bit of Skeens-ish, his stuff. It's not sidearm or 3/4, but if he tilted a little bit, I was body frame, the way I don't know. There's something there. Maybe it's the mustache. I don't know.
Maybe I have maybe it was me. I'll take credit for it. If I was living in his head rent-free all week, he's like, I'm going to shove it not up Kennesaw State's ass. I'm shoving it up Philly's ass. He did it tonight. I give him a lot of credit. This is the thing, though, that can frustrate you about Liam Peterson. Liam, let's do this again next week. Let's start putting these starts together. You ain't got to go get 12, but go get 8 and have 1 walk. You ain't got to go 12 Ks, no walks, or whatever his line was, but just give me another solid start. Let me go back to back here. I think probably one of the most encouraging things about Florida, the offense continues to stay red hot. That Cash Strayer kid is just, again, he's seeing a beach ball right now. They jumped all over Kennesaw State early. This game was, Florida gives up a 3 spot in the top of the 8th. Otherwise, this game was a blowout per se, 9-3, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it was. They controlled the game the whole game.
Yeah. Florida dominated this game from start to finish. I do want to go back in the chat. Our guy Eric, shout out, appreciate the love, my guy. He says, loving this. Baseball is the best game ever invented. Fact. I agree with you. My guy Eric Peterson, by the way, in the chat, he's a South Carolina guy. All the South Carolina folks will get this. He says, find some joy. That is a reference to something that Shane Beamer said a couple years back. Not a lot of joy in Columbia right now. Let's see. Where do we want to go next year? Just running through some of the scores. You stop me when you want. Well, here we go. Vandy beats Marist 16-5. They win that game via run rule.
Weird beginning, though. Weird beginning.
It was a weird beginning. Yeah.
They give up one at the top of the first. 3-3. It was 5-5. It was really weird. Yeah. And then they blew them out. Yeah.
Yeah. The power. I'm impressed with the power. I can't believe how much pop Vandy has.
Jason Esposito. So I'm telling you, I talked to Broder today. Broder Kaki, that kid that's going to Vandy. He said he talks to, Esposito, when you're committed on all that. I don't know how all that works. You can talk to coaches. Maybe you can't. But he was he kind of talked philosophy when he went and talked to him. And he was like, dude, he said that they've changed their whole philosophy and it's a whole different approach this year. So the 100 homers that we talked about, I'm like, shit, maybe this is it. And on the broadcast today, they're doing renovations at the stadium. They brought the fences in. That's gonna be a problem this year. There's gonna be a lot of homers at that stadium.
they brought in that right field fence by like 15 feet, I think, which people on social media are saying, they're going to move it back when they're finished with the construction. I'm like, number one, I don't think that's accurate. Number two, if they were going to do that, they shouldn't do that, is what I would say. They shouldn't be doing that.
320 down the line is crazy, but yeah, they're 3 homers today. Like they're going to hit 100 homers now. I feel it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they're pacing for it.
And I love Jason Esposito, so I'm just going to make that a thing this year. Jason Esposito has got them turned around.
Who dropped that knowledge on you that Espo was there?
I know.
Yeah. Your boys
heard it here first. SEC.
Yeah, you heard it here first. No, it's crazy to see Vandy scratching on 18 hits, but they do that in that game. Ole Miss beats Missouri State 11-6. Judd Udemark again goes yard again.
Udemark and Furness 2-3 in that lineup is a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. I'm telling you right now, that's a problem. Missouri State's a really good team. Like I shouldn't say really good. They're a good team. Like they're a solid squad. So I was anxious to see how they came out tonight. They're a problem.
Yeah, solid little Conference USA squad is Missouri State. Big win for Ole Miss again. Like I agree with you. That 2-3 punch, that lineup for Ole Miss is really, really dangerous. They're one of those. While we may not consider them top in SEC teams, again, they're not a team you're excited to see on any given weekend, I think, in SEC play.
Hunter Elliott struggled tonight. 6 walks, 3 hit batters, so that'll be an interesting one to see how he bounces back next week, too, on Friday night.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine, but not his best stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it earlier, Oklahoma beats Coppin State 22-1 in 7 innings. I mean, not a whole lot.
Cam Johnson's still him.
Yeah.
Johnson's still him.
Cam Johnson. Yeah, 1 run,
7 punchies in 5 innings. A little bit more erratic, spraying balls a little bit more, but to his credit, 0 walks. So he had some 2-ball, 3-ball counts tonight, but still made the pitches when he needs to. So, I mean, that's what Friday night guys do. So, I love that development. And I'm so high on Oklahoma now. Like, I'm going to be locked in for LJ Mercurius tomorrow. Like, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Let's give a clap up for Mizzou. Mizzou wins a Friday night. How about it, Mizzou? Mizzou beats New Haven 12-2. They run ruled someone.
I put it in my little whatever Substack. They're sweeping this weekend. New Haven hasn't played this year. I'm going to say Mizzou. They won 3 games. We shit on them a little bit. They scored the 34 runs, remember, like we were saying. So, hey, Mizzou's for real. I got to start paying attention. I have no idea who's on their team, but I'm going to start watching games.
I mean, listen, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I really would. Come on, Mizzou. Do it, baby. Do it.
All right, ready?
You got it.
I'm locked in on Marciano right now for Auburn. He is shutting down a very, very good Kansas State team. And he's got
bottom 6.
Jake Marciano's got, 8 strikeouts tonight, 2-0 bottom 6. And he's got 8 strikeouts against TCU, who came in red hot. And he looks good. He throws an invisible, like 88-90 from the left side. He's got a good little sweeper and changeup. I'm impressed.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign for Auburn. They're obviously playing in that tournament in Arlington. By the way, what just happened in the A&M game? What just happened in the A&M game?
Center fielder missed the ball. A&M 1-0.
A&M walks it all. I just saw the score change.
Oh my God! What happened?
1-0 A&M.
They're just showing the center fielder. Somebody said center fielder misjudged the ball. UPenn. So I said this this is UPenn's first game of the year. They've been inside all year. Poor guy. Like this is like his first
the lights.
Yeah,
the lights at Bluebell.
The lights.
Not the lights and the crowd and everything at Bluebell.
It's not a gymnasium.
Scrappy win. Penn's a good program. Penn's a good program too. That's not a slouch. That is not a slouch at all.
Wow, Robert, UCLA beating TCU 7-1. I think TCU is a little overrated, a little bit, just saying. And they lost their Friday night guy. He's got a little UCL thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that game's actually televised, by the way.
Damn.
But
I'm locked in. I got my
that game's televised. Our guy Chinook, by the way, he wanted me to read this on air. Army, when they posted the score graphic beating South Carolina, they posted the graphic with the caption, "It just means more." So great. Love that. Love that. Thank you. Thank you, South Carolina, for embarrassing the entire conference.
Poor Paul.
Anthony, Alabama beats Rhode Island 19-4. Justin LeBron.
He's the best. I told you. Number one overall.
The biggest question for him, he did this last year.
I know.
He got to conference play, severely cooled off.
Yep.
I mean, you can't expect him to hit 2 homers a night in SEC play, but
if he does,
I mean, he's every bit of Golden Spikes, every bit of 1-1, like you said. They got a good start to Tyler Fay, by the way. How about Tyler
I was
Fay?
going to say, you got to get off his back. I locked in and watched him pitch. He looked pretty good. He did give up 3 earned and hit 3 batted, so like, again, it's not super clean, but he looked good. I watched him. Like, he was 92 to 95. Like, the shit looked good. Like, he commanded the game. Like, so again, like I'm on Alabama, but there are some people giving us some shit about Oklahoma in the chat too. We were wrong, guys. We were wrong.
Dude, it's early. Don't do that. It's early.
I'm just saying we were.
I understand.
Way different than what I said.
I get it. I know. Listen, maybe they're not the 14th best team. I get it. We've given Oklahoma plenty of credit here. We've given them tons of credit.
I'm sold on Oklahoma. I'm in. Put him in Omaha for me.
Skip Johnson's a wizard. I get it. Skip Johnson's a wizard.
Put him in Omaha for me. Put him in Omaha.
I'll give him credit. He's a wizard. I mean, they're rolling. They're red hot right now. Just got to keep it going in SEC play. Again, Justin LeBron, if you didn't get your Golden Spikes bets in preseason, I would say do that with the quickness. Georgia beats Samford 11-1. We got a comment in the chat from Kevin. My dogs fed the trees well again today. Volchko looked better today, hitting the zone. Joey Volchko, yes, quality start from him, beyond quality start. And, yeah, it's Georgia baseball, man. Colby Branch got in on the action. He had a really big night. Feeding the trees is just what they do in Athens, man. They hit big bombs. But the Volchko start, I think, was probably the big takeaway from them. We've talked about it all preseason. If they can get that pitching going, if a guy like Volchko in that Friday role can be the dude they're looking for, I mean, I think Georgia's got every makings of a contender in the league. So that they're going to hit.
No, I know. Volchko looked good. I watched him for about 4 innings today. Breaking ball looked really good. His changeup looked good. His fastball looked good. He wasn't like super sharp with command, but I mean, he still filled it up. Like, he got some like calls looking because he missed with his breaking ball back door, but still kept him off balance the whole game. 8 strikeouts in 6 innings. Like, again, did the job. And so I'm in. And again, I've been high on him the whole year, and I've been high on Georgia. So I'm anxious to see how they keep developing.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch them swing the bats, man. It's just, they're going to feed the trees. They're going to play well at home. It's just what Georgia does under Wes Johnson. So can the pitching continue to develop? That was a really good sign, though, I thought, from Volchko tonight. And, again, I know people want to – I'll tell you this. What Wes Johnson has done, I love it. He's got Georgia people coming in our comments saying, talk about Georgia more. Spend more than 5 minutes on Georgia. We got you. We got you.
Oh.
I like this Georgia team a lot.
I'm high on Georgia.
I was that close to putting Georgia in Omaha. That close.
Yeah. I told you, I think they make the only reason that I didn't put them in our graphic was because they haven't done it yet. It's in a while, since 2008 or whatever the stat was or whatever, So again, I'm high on Georgia. Give me Georgia.
This could be the year. This could be the year. Mississippi State, they beat Delaware by a final score of 9-2. They scratch out 16 hits in the win against Delaware.
Ace Reese is doing this thing. Yeah, McPherson is nasty.
That dude 3 for 5 on the night, 2 RBI. Admittedly, I didn't see a ton of this game. Ryan McPherson looked good. 6 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts in the ball game.
He is nasty, Chris. Like, he's 95 to 98. Like, he hit a guy in the back of the head today with 98. Like, God. Bro, this guy, I was like, who are they playing?
Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware. This fucking kid gets 98 squared up in the back of the head and just like jogs to first base and like didn't like flinch or anything. Everybody's like, what the fuck? And then the trainer comes out and is like, you're out of the game. And he got taken out of the game. I respect that passion, honestly. Me too.
Our guy S. Young continues to run it up, says I'm paying for y'all's crawfish. Which LSU pitcher ends up with the Saturday start? Well, I think they announced this. It's Cooper Moore.
Yeah,
right, Cooper Moore. It's TBD on Sunday. Yeah. So,
but I think it'll be William Schmidt, because I think what they were doing is seeing who pitched today, and I bet you I bet you Williams was in the mix to start on Sunday, maybe.
Yeah. I would be surprised if it's not William Schmidt. But we do know it's Cooper Moore tomorrow. He also says, again, thank you so much, my guy. Don't understand how Wes's UGA team struggles with pitching when he's a great pitching coach. Yeah, it's been kind of the thing we've been trying to figure out. I mean, I know you got to get your guys in there, what have you, but we know in college baseball you can flip a roster overnight. So this is a big year. We talk about the preseason. Yeah.
Sorry. They pitch in a bandbox too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the same place they hit all their home runs, they still have to pitch at too.
But so do Tennessee's pitchers.
Yeah, true.
And they shove.
Yeah, they do shove. Yeah, they do shove.
It's a big year for the pitching staff. They don't have to be elite. They just have to be good enough to complement the offense. That's all they have to be. Jim in Arlington says Anthony gave Cameron Johnson the love, while Chris said he still needs to see it first on opening day preseason episode. It's all good now. I know. Cam Johnson, dude. Cam Johnson's a stud. He's dealing. He's dealing. The shit's good, man. We saw it.
How about speaking of somebody just talking about Longhorns, Ruger Riojas, he might be my favorite pitcher in the SEC. I watched his first 5 innings, and then when we got on, it was on the background. But dude, he has the scouting report said he has 8 pitches. I'm like, but I mean, he throws every pitch for a strike. It's 94 to 97 every single pitch. He's throwing 90-mile-an-hour breaking balls. He's throwing a splitter, and he's a senior. I'm like, dude, that's a scary Friday night guy when you got Dylan Volantis on Sunday. And even the Saturday guy is solid too. Big left.
Yeah, he's got one of the best flow mustache combos, I think, in the SEC, or probably all of college baseball for anybody. I was going to say for a pitcher, but really for anybody. So he's got that going for him too. I don't know if you heard on the broadcast, they said he lost 20 pounds last season when he got sick. Crazy. He got the flu, which turned into, was it bronchitis or something? He got
Riojas.
Yeah, Riojas lost 20 pounds, pitched through it. He's gained that and then some. They said he's up to like 205. I mean,
I'm telling you, he looks like a major leaguer out there. Where I'm watching him and I'm like, who is going to beat him? Like, it's scary. It's scary good. So
yeah, he looks really good. Texas up, by the way, 8-1 against Michigan State, going to the bottom of the 7th. So
one of the pitchers I'm really excited to go back and look at is Jackson Jelkin for Kentucky. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Had 5 innings, had 7 Ks again today in only 70 pitches, which again, I was a little concerned about him being a reliever going into a starting role. But if you got 70 pitches in 5 innings and you still strike out 7, like I'm excited to go like watch his shit now.
Literally the only stat I want to know now, I'm looking it up, is how many bases did Kentucky steal in this game? Let's see. Let's see.
Max Wiener might be the best pitching coach ever, by the way, too. Like, their staff is like, that's so crazy. Like, and their numbers.
I think they had 3 more stolen bases. Yeah, I think they had 3 more stolen bases. So Jelkin was good. 7 strikeouts, like you said. 70
Young, I'm not underestimating Oklahoma. I think I'm probably too high on Oklahoma now.
No, I mean, listen, I think Oklahoma right now is the team that you buy. They have done the most to this point in the season. I don't know how much more credit we can give Oklahoma without crowning them in the second weekend of the season.
Exactly. That's what I'm like.
I don't know how much more we can give OU. You give them all the credit in the world. It's a long season. So, like, if we're not going to overreact to the bad, we probably shouldn't overreact to the good. Am I wrong there? I mean,
no, you're right.
Let's carry it into SEC play, but there is a lot to love about OU. That is a fact. That is a fact. They still are the most impressive team because of what they've done on the field to this point in the season. I will give them that. Somebody commented earlier and said, let's see if I can find the comment. I'd like to give you credit for the comment, sir, wherever you are.
SEC went 15-1 today. My guy Paul Maneri was the only loss.
Paul Maneri is the one. Paul Maneri is the one. Somebody asked though, is Arkansas a contender? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they beat Xavier 5-2. I mean,
Gabe Gackel did his thing again. I'm gonna go. I didn't watch any of his starts. I'm gonna go watch it though. I mean, any of his pitches, but I'm gonna go watch some of his innings probably tomorrow morning. But I mean, his line looked good again. I mean, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned,
7
7 Ks and 70,
strikeouts.
77 pitches. So I mean,
Dude, and Cole Gibbler was good in relief. Cole Gibbler was
nice.
good. The strikeout
Dude,
numbers weren't crazy, but I mean, 4 innings pitched in relief, 5 hits, 1 earned. You know,
gotta
on a
say,
night where you only score 5 runs, you only get 4 hits. The
and
pitching
Xavier's
shuts
not a
down.
bad team. That's what I was like. Xavier's not a bad team either. So like that was I think a good win for them.
Yeah, as Xavier, like we talked about it before, guys, is as tested as any team in college baseball. The schedule they play is absolutely outrageous. I think we hit on them all. Yeah, I think we actually hit on them all. Other major takeaways besides us continuing to just lump praise on Oklahoma this entire show, like everybody wants us to do.
Oh, you know who we didn't talk. I mean, we talked a little bit about Texas A&M winning, but Shane Sadeo, their lefty starter, he had
Dominated.
dominated 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. He looked pretty good. He had a nice little like slider sweeper thing. Made his fastball that's like low 90s look pretty electric. So that was the first time I got a chance to watch him pitch, and that was pretty good. So
Big
A&M,
coming off an injury too. That's big coming off an injury.
yeah.
That's really big because you never know. There's a lot of inconsistency that can occur when you're coming off the injury. That's real. I mean, we know that pitching was the struggle point for them last year. So
And he had no walks too, I
that.
think. So I think that was really impressive. Yeah.
And give the credit to the bullpen too for holding the line after him. Bullpen was a big problem for them last year. I mean, how many close games like that did Texas A&M lose a season ago, no matter who the opponent was? So, Drew, would you consider Arkansas a baseball school? I would. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, certainly right now. I mean, basketball, Calipari is doing a good job, but baseball's the crown jewel.
I agree. Yeah, I think they're a baseball school. Yep.
Yeah, baseball's the crown jewel for them. Let's see. Kevin says West was at LSU developing already developed guys. Georgia isn't on that elite level yet. They're getting there. He's been dealt a lot of guys who can't stay healthy. Colton Smith comes to mind, was supposed to be that guy. Last 2 years couldn't stay healthy. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a different deck of cards he's dealing with at Georgia. I don't totally disagree with that. I mean, I think LSU is probably getting a little bit of different specimens in there than Georgia is, but I trust Wes Johnson's going to get it. And when he does, and this might be the year, watch out. And I say that like Georgia wasn't ranked in the top 5 like all of last season, and they weren't a top 8 national seed already with inconsistent pitching.
Exactly. So, that's what I mean. Like they've done it under him already. They just haven't gotten to Omaha, and I guess maybe a super. I don't know if they got into a super, but I mean, like they've been an elite team, an elite program under him. So I'm gonna guess they're gonna continue the same. And again, they have 20-something transfers or some shit. Like it's an older team. They're a little bit more mature. Like I think Wes is gonna have that team ready.
I believe so as well. Auburn, by the way, still up 2-0 in that game against Kansas State. Just looking into, I want to see who got the.
They just went to the bullpen, so Marciano must be done. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see who got the knocks for Auburn. I have a login, but admittedly, I don't have that stream pulled up. We after the game went and indulged in some libations, had some dinner, and then I came straight back here and got after it. So that's what we've been up to. It's really, really rough weekend down here in Jacksonville, Anthony, like you were alluding to.
Yeah, you should probably go hit the bed, and make sure that you go rest up. Because Jacksonville sounds really boring, so it's
noon Eastern first pitch. I probably should do that. Bub Terrell has an RBI. Stay hot, kid, and Chase Fralick has an RBI. So the two guys that they've been able to depend on all season. They're doing this all without Chris Rembert, by the way. Let's keep that in mind. Yep. He is not in the lineup tonight. So Auburn, and we talked about it. This is where they popped off last year. I mean, this is the tournament where I think they really burst on the scene and had a big weekend and made a big statement. You mentioned Jake Marciano, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 8 punch-outs. The no walks is big.
He might be like top 3 in my power rankings for SEC pitchers. Like he's got 20 strikeouts and 1 walk so far in, I guess, probably 11 innings or something like that. So, and again, Kansas State came into this weekend literally on fire. They had the Golden Spikes National Player of the Week. They were rattling off his stats before the game, and I was like, oh my God. That was a season's worth of stats that he had last week. It was crazy.
Yeah, Auburn's going to be fun to follow. If that, again, that's another coach and like a Butch Thompson. You could talk about him the same thing as a Skip Johnson. Those two guys are one and the same, perpetually underrated. Their teams always seem to perform. Yeah, they always seem to perform in that one. So
Brandon Carson Tinney, I think, was one of the best pickups for Texas. Like in the transfer portal, he looks like a Texas catcher. Like he looks like the best fit for them. Like I think that was one of the best pickups for them.
Carson Tinney is a stud. Carson Tinney's an absolute stud. He's going to hit a lot of dingers in SEC play. Chinook says Indiana came with the uniform heat. Yeah, they looked good. They had the gold numbers. I don't really know what or why. I don't know if that was I don't know what that was for, but they did look good. I will give them that.
Damn. I got to go see some pictures. I don't remember what they looked like. Good.
Very rarely is somebody on the field against LSU that looks better in their unis, but Indiana's unis were clean. LSU had those road grays on, obviously.
Yeah, I don't love the road grays.
Yeah, I mean, they're fine. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Our guy, S. Young, appreciate you, my guy, S. Young. We can't say thank you enough, man, for the love and the support. Can we talk about revenue share for baseball? LSU 7 or LSU 11th in the SEC. Mississippi State might be number 1. I have not looked at all those numbers, to be totally honest with you. I can assure you LSU baseball is not hurting for funding.
No, they're not. I was actually very surprised at LSU's revenue numbers on that list and everything. It's interesting. They were like at 10 million, and there was like 3 or 4 schools or 5 schools that were higher than them. I don't know if that's like a different list that he's talking about, or if it's a modern list or like an up-to-date list, but it'll be really interesting to see how that revenue sharing goes for the teams and how that affects recruiting, the portal and all that stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, it already is, dude. It already is.
Yeah.
It already is. Somebody mentioned Philly, speaking of specimens, did you see the Omar Cerna fella? I did see him in person today. Yeah, he is a beast. True freshman, did not play in the game, but he is he's a big dude for LSU. Yeah, I'm excited to see how he progresses. 6'2", 245 out of Houston. Again, the freshman catcher for the LSU Tigers. I did get a look at him in person. Jim in Arlington says, I noticed South Carolina players shook hands with Army players between innings. At least that's what I saw. They did. I think that was in the second inning they did that, which that was cool. That was really cool. It just, the result wasn't very cool. I mean, I don't think you wanted to salute the troops by losing to Army
on Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you want to salute the troops necessarily by losing to Army. But
anyway, change the subject. D. Kennedy's the guy for Kansas State that had 15 RBIs and 5 stolen bases last week and 10 runs. And Marciano punched him twice. Sorry, I just got to get off my P Money.
I like it. Yeah, we got to get off P Money. We'll leave P Money alone. There's 2 more games to go in the weekend, but
makes me nervous. That makes me nervous, Chris. 2 more games on the weekend after losing to Army. Like what are you? How are you going to turn that around?
The guys are just tired, man. They're just tired. They're just tired. Your big takeaway from tonight is it Marciano at Auburn? Is that like the?
Yes, I think that's my biggest takeaway. I think Cam Johnson was the thing I was looking at the most. So I'll be tuning in next weekend now just to see how his command is. I think another takeaway is Ole Miss. I think their offense, is something that I think Missouri State was kind of something I was interested to see. Liam Peterson was a big takeaway for me. 12 punchies is a nice response against a very good Kennesaw team that I think they could lose a game to this weekend because I think they're a good squad. Tennessee winning 4-3 the way they did, and Tegan Kuhn's being the guy against that very good Kent State team. They have a legit major leaguer on their team, the guy that hit a home run against LSU on that Monday game. So, again, those are some of the things. I think Mississippi State's Friday guy, Ryan McPherson, his shit is disgusting. And so for him to have 11 punchies in 6 innings, kind of tells me, that guy could be a dude in the SEC. I'm excited to go watch Jackson Jelkin and pitch a little bit, but I guess those are my key things so far.
I like the Ole Miss one a lot, Anthony. I will say just the murderer's row that Ole Miss features of Decker, Udemark, Furness, Becerra, Foley later down in that lineup. Like I will not be surprised if in a month or two we're talking about them as one of the best, if not the best lineup in the conference. Like
I underestimated them.
They have a murderer's row, bro. Like I know it's non-conference. I don't want to get out ahead of myself, but that's, again, we talked about it last week. That's kind of what we have to do at this point in the season. And these games matter. Like they do. These games obviously matter very much. Murderer's row.
Furness looks like a friggin' big leaguer, dude. Like he looks like a dude that's just gonna mash 25 homers this year. Him and whatever, what's his name, Udemark or whatever.
Yeah, Udemark.
Yeah, those guys might hit 30 each this year.
On a night where, again, like we said, Anthony, like sometimes you got to pick up your dude on the mound. Hunter Elliott did not have his best shit. 4 earned and 4 2/3. Like you mentioned, had the 3 hit by pitches, had the 6 walks. I've seen him have outings like that before, though. So, like I said, he's a veteran. He'll get it cleaned up. I'm not really concerned about it. But that lineup, dude, it's just like I think this is going to be the theme, is like even on nights where maybe the starting pitching or the pitching doesn't have their best night, like, dude, if your guys on the mound are not sharp and are not ready, they can beat you 12-10. They can outslug you. So yeah, this Ole Miss team, very under the radar, very underrated coming in the season. They were picked to finish 12th, 13th, whatever it was by most. I won't be surprised if they're finishing top 5 or 6 in the league. I will not be shocked at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like the Ole Miss take a lot. I really do.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm going to watch some of their pitchers too, because that'll be something to see how they develop this year. But, yeah, I'm anxious to see how the team goes.
People are telling me to turn around and look at the Crossland kid for Texas. Some massive dude. You're Michigan State boys.
I know.
The Michigan State boys. Is this the Crossland kid on the bump, I'm assuming?
What's the score of the game?
It's 8-1 Texas, top of the 8th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this kid does look like a monster.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the pitchers who he's talking about. So
Auburn just got out of the 7th, so they just got to go 8-9 now to beat Kansas State. So they got out of this 7th inning. Their guy went 3 up, 3 down. 6'5", 245.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Kevin says Auburn is ranked too high. I would not be surprised if K-State pulls off the upset. They're literally winning with 6 outs to go. Come on. This would have played pregame.
Yes, because I did say it pregame. I said it pregame. I said Marciano's start is very important to see like how this Auburn team is. But I actually changed it in my little blog that I make for the SEC preview. I actually changed it because you and I both said Auburn was going to go 2-1 on the weekend. But I was looking a little bit more at the stats, and I was like, damn, I wouldn't be surprised if they go 1-2. So I put the official pick of Auburn at 1-2. So not looking good right now for them winning 2-0. But again, I'm pumped. Marciano is like a dude. Like he looked awesome.
Yeah. No, he did. That's like I said, that's a really encouraging sign for them. Speaking of here in Jacksonville, the College Baseball Classic, LSU will play Notre Dame tomorrow at noon. Anthony, right now, UCF up on Notre Dame 4-2 in the top of the 10th inning. They went to extras. UCF has put up a 2 spot. It is 4-2. Top going to the bottom of the 10th now. Just switched over.
Wow.
Bottom of the 10th. So Notre Dame will have to come back. Otherwise, they will be 0-1. How about UCF? I feel like this is an upset. I know UCF's got a good program, but it feels like a little bit of an upset on the first
Technically,
day.
On the sports book, it was not an upset.
Really?
Yeah. They were minus 145, and Notre Dame was like plus 120 on draft. Like on one of the books.
Is Notre Dame not very good this year? I've got to be honest. I don't know a ton about them.
They're not going to be great. I don't think they're going to be great. They have a good Friday night guy, but I don't think their coach is the guy that's going to be the Notre Dame coach, like that, to bring them back to being like a solid program, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's early.
Other notable scores around college baseball before we get out of here, specifically in the top 25. Let's see. Oregon State and Baylor tied 1-1, bottom of the 8th inning. UCLA is up on TCU 10-1 in the top of the 6th. That was a very hyped up matchup that UCLA had no interest indulging in. Let's see. North Carolina beat East Carolina. These games are typically like really, really chippy, and I believe it's in Greenville. UNC beats ECU 10-0 at their place.
Dude,
Southern Miss
ECU, what is going on with ECU? My guy, dude, what is going on?
Was that not their ace tonight? Was that not, what's his name, Sorsby or whatever?
Yeah, and he was supposed to be a first rounder, yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Now I want
to. What conference is UCF in?
UCF's in the Big 12.
Big 12?
I know that's weird. God. I know that's really weird. Yeah, but they're in the Big 12. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the Notre Dame box score because I want to see if my boy was playing for Notre Dame. Wow, UCLA is being TCU 10-1.
Yeah, they're crushing them. Ethan Norby tonight for East Carolina. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. He did have 7 strikeouts in the game. And then Joseph Webb comes in right behind him in the bullpen. A third of an inning pitched, 4 earned runs, no strikeouts. So it fell apart after Norby. But it didn't matter. They didn't score. That's East Carolina. Norby's the kid that was like the preseason pitcher of the year in the conference, whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, UNC is a good team, dude. They're legit. That's a legitimate Omaha, probably favorite. So
yeah, I agree. They're legit. Yeah.
Speaking of some of our other Omaha picks, Georgia Tech beat Stony Brook 14-5. Florida State in the tournament, Arlington beat Michigan 6-1. Florida State looks really good. They're undefeated on the season at this point. So
Florida State looks scary good. Yeah. I like Florida State a lot. Their lineup is really nice, and like the guy that pitched today for them against Michigan, he looked nasty. I watched that game. He looked really good.
Yeah, Clemson.
Dude, why can't I see the box score? I can't even see the box score of the Notre Dame game. Like this D1, this is driving me nuts.
Hold on, let me see if
what are you looking on
I just Google like Notre Dame baseball schedule and then go to their official team site. Let's see if the stats will pull up. All right, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. It's okay. Yeah, it is giving me stats. I had to go through like the Live Like Lose site or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, it is kind of. I had to go through like 3 different links. So it's bottom 10, 4-2 UCF.
All right. I'll try to find the.
Notre Dame's got 7 hits on the night. Let's see.
They got a Vandermeer.
So Notre Dame, their starter is Riddell.
Yeah, Riddell. That's their guy that might be a first rounder.
Dude, this is how he fared tonight. 6 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, 9 Ks.
Fuck! I really wanted to watch him pitch tonight too. Damn it!
Shoved.
Yeah, damn it. Who came in after him?
Rooney came in after. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, a K. And then Lee came in, 2/3 innings pitched. 1 run was not earned with a strikeout. Van Ermeride, 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 earned runs. So I guess he came in top of the 10.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, gave up the 2 earned.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
damn it. I gotta go find a way to stream
Your boy Riddell shoved, dude.
I know. Damn it.
Your boy Riddell shoved. So
yeah, that kid's a stud apparently. So
yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like they might waste his start tonight, which is not good. Not good. Not good when you lose a start where your guy gives up
9, doesn't give up a hit in 6. Yeah,
that's tough. That's tough. The other big takeaway, again, before we get out of here, Anthony, I know we hit on it earlier, but, dude, Justin LeBron is off to just an insane start, man. I mean, he is – I want to pull up his stats really quickly.
Ace Reese looks really good, too. His stats are stupid right now, too. He had a nice night.
And this is the time of year to do it. Like we said, this is the time of year to do it. But right now – okay, Justin LeBron is 7 for 20, so he's hitting 350, and he's got 4 home runs in 6 games with 8 RBI.
How many stolen bases, too?
He has 8 stolen bases.
Crazy.
He's doing it all.
I'm just going to sit back, and when the draft comes and he's just going to be 1-1, I'm going to be like, guys,
he has 7 hits and 4 of them are home runs.
Telling
And
you.
of the other 3 times he got on base, he's stolen 8 bags.
Told you.
That's a 1-1. That is a 1-1.
Yep. Speaking of 1-1 next year, maybe Dax Whitney, people are talking about him in the chat. Somebody said, Anthony, can you do a breakdown? I'm going to go see if I can watch his game tonight, and I'll definitely do one. I'll do a breakdown on him for sure.
That's the Oregon State kid, right?
Yeah, Oregon State. Yeah, they say he might be 1-1 next year, I think.
5 innings. That's stupid.
13 Ks through 5 innings? Against Baylor,
crazy.
too? Against Baylor?
So 13 of the 15 outs are strikeouts.
And against Baylor.
My guy Sandman, I want to say what's up to him really quickly. Shout out to the Horns. Yeah, they're up still 8-1. Got the game on in the background. Texas looks like they're still trying to pour it on. Ho hum.
I'm big on Texas. I got a crush on them, man. I'm telling you, they're my team. I like Texas a lot this year.
Yeah, they're loaded, dude. Texas is loaded. Texas.
Yeah, what's not to like? That's what I mean. Yeah, what's not to like? Yeah.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot about them to be down on per se.
Yeah.
When it comes to Texas. So Anthony, other than that, I mean, yeah, another successful Friday night, man. I mean, really, truly, it's. Hey, again, we don't have to hit on it, but the league goes 15-1.
It was a great night for the league. It was a
great night for the league. We won't talk about the one that didn't go the SEC's
great
way.
Winning percentage for the league.
Nobody needs us to harp on the fact South Carolina lost to Army and Paul Mainieri's.
Were there any good quotes?
I don't know. I don't.
You're gonna be laying in bed tonight. You're just gonna be Googling Paul Mainieri quotes.
If there, I mean, I know where to go for it. If there were, let's see. Quote, Army played with a lot of heart and a lot of desire, a lot of aggressiveness, and just really outplayed us all today. One of the fun ones, his first quote, I guess, of his post-game presser was, quote, well, we didn't expect that today, end quote. Like, no kidding. No,
we didn't expect that today.
Well, we didn't expect that today. Yeah, you're no doubt. No doubt. I mean, how many parlays did y'all mess up today?
We're off, Paul. Leave them.
Yeah.
They're going to bounce back.
Minor setback for a major comeback.
That's what it is, Chris.
You're
a South Carolina fan. You're a South Carolina fan.
A very, 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 very minor setback. So, yeah, we'll leave it alone. So, yeah. All right. That being said, anything else? Anything else?
Man,
I promise I will soak up all the rays, Anthony, for you and Jacksonville.
Yeah, please enjoy all the libations. Yeah. Tell me how the beers taste, what it feels like to have 85 and sunny. Go on the boat tomorrow, do all the things.
Yeah,
do it all.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a beach day. We got the baseball game at noon. Here's what I'm really excited for, because I got to link up with the Dat Bingle Bus crew in the stadium. I did not actually go over to the bus today. I'm excited to go over there tomorrow. I can't imagine. Listen, the game's at noon, so let's say it ends. God, please don't give me another 4-hour game. Let's say it ends at 3:30 conservatively. I'm excited to see what the spread is at the tailgate. The boudin sausage is going to be getting cooked. Did they bring crawfish? Or is there crawfish? Is the jambalaya happening? I know it's.
Jacksonville's on the east side. Yeah, they might not have crawfish there. Yeah, I don't know. They probably bring it.
That bingo bus, where there's a will, there's a way.
That's what I'm saying. They'll bring it. They want to bring the experience to people in Jacksonville too. Like they have it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what the spread is at the tailgate. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see what the crowd's like, because the crowd for a 2 p.m. Friday game was, I don't know what the official head count was, but the whole stadium was obviously purple and gold. Tomorrow, with it being a Saturday, can't even imagine. There were actually, I flew in last night. There were a couple of LSU folks on my flight, so they're going to take over the stadium tomorrow, even more so than they did already today. So LSU fans, when they go anywhere, they have to take it over.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, literally the bar outside of the baseball stadium, like across the street, is all flying LSU flags. Like, it looks like a bar in Omaha.
That's what we like. That's what we do.
I wouldn't be shocked if I walked in there and there were Jell-O shots in there.
That's why I lived there for 18 years, Chris. That's like, I mean, yeah, it was great. It was incredible. I was like, dude, these people are amazing.
Probably the best quote of the day, because I was watching the game with my buddies who live here in Jacksonville. Obviously, they don't have LSU ties. They're not LSU fans, whatever. One's actually a Miami fan and one's a Florida State fan, funny enough. My buddy literally looks at me and says, we're in the stadium, all the LSU fans around it. He says, all these LSU fans look like they live together. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, they look like they all live in a cave together and they all came out of this cave for this
Oh
game.
my God.
I'm like, bro, that cave is Louisiana. That is the cave that you're speaking
it's
of.
called Baton Rouge.
They all migrated from Louisiana to this baseball stadium.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They take their cars and their RVs and planes and they all come.
Right. I mean, it's crazy.
Wild
we
concept.
had what is it? The super fan, Chris, is that his name?
Oh yeah, Giat. I heard him.
Giat. Yeah, he was out there getting the crowd.
I heard him.
Yeah. It was
incredible. Yeah.
Apparently my buddy, apparently one of my other buddies who talked to him before the game told me that he is going to be at the game tomorrow. He has to fly, I would assume, back to Louisiana tomorrow night for a donor meeting. Meeting. Lane Kiffin called him and he needs something.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I was like, he's putting together some people in a room to make sure that the numbers are matching up to make sure that recruits get what they need. I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Kyle, no, Ike Irish is not at Auburn anymore. No, I know he was
first rounder.
He was there for like 7 years, but he is not at Auburn. Which, speaking of Auburn, they're up 4-0, top of the 8th. Auburn is up 4-0 now, top of the 8th. So,
well, I was wrong.
Auburn Tigers.
Yep, they are up 4-0.
The Auburn Tigers making a statement here on this Friday. The Auburn Tigers making a statement.
Yep.
All right. That being said, Anthony, let's put a pin in it. We could go all night. Obviously, you and I both are on Eastern time, by the way, so it's the same time.
Right.
Little 10:22 Eastern time here on the
No
East
way,
Coast.
that can't be a real line for Dax Whitney, right? 7 innings pitched and 17 Ks
on 96 pitches at this point in the season. Hold on, I'm about to look this up.
If that's real, that's crazy.
Against Baylor, let's see. And this is actually the Round Rock Classic. This is Round Rock in Where do they play this?
It's in
Round Rock, Texas. Duh.
Yeah,
okay.
It's at Dell Diamond.
I think so. Yeah. Yes, that sounds correct. Yes.
Wow.
The Round Rock
Dax
Classic
Whitney.
in Round Rock, Texas. Let me see. I'm getting the stats pulled up now. It's 1-1 top of the 9th.
Dax
Whitney. Huh? Yes. 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 17 strikeouts.
That is silly.
Crazy.
That's really silly.
That man recorded 21 outs and 17 of them were punches. That's like big time postseason type shit right there.
17 punchies.
Drop your nuts on somebody.
I'm definitely going to go do an evaluation on him. That's crazy. I'm going to go lock in on all 17 of those.
Drop your nuts on somebody, Dax Whitney. How about that? Yeah. Unbelievable. Good stuff, man. Anything else? Any closing words, parting thoughts?
I'm
excited to see your power rankings, your pitching.
Yeah,
power.
Man, I'm excited. I got a whole sheet of notes here that I've been doing. I've been taking my notes, so I'm gonna lock into a couple more games tonight.
When you do these power rankings, are you factoring in last weekend and this weekend? Are you like clean slate? Like this is the power rankings? Just
body of work,
okay,
performance.
Okay. All right.
It'll be body of work. Yeah. But obviously, like recency bias will be like, Liam Peterson's going to go higher because of like this start. But I'm still going to keep in consideration that, week 1 happened, type thing. Yeah. So it'll be body of work.
I like it.
Yep.
Can't wait to see that drop. That'll be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Guys, we appreciate you all.
Thank you, Chad. This was a great night. Thank you. Appreciate everybody.
As you say, this is always a blast, always a ton of fun. Friday Night Spikes is always a pleasure. Again, another successful Friday night in the SEC. So many great performances. So many of the top sluggers in the SEC with great nights, pitchers, everybody in between. Very successful Friday night all across the board. We appreciate you all. Again, we can't say thank you enough for the love, the support, the engagement, the banter. The time genuinely flies by when we do this. It's like I'm trying my hardest to get to every single game and talk all the notable performances. And it's like, again, then you look up and an hour plus has passed. It's
I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
It's actually kind of nuts, but
I literally spent 8 hours today, like watching games and taking notes, and like it's a gauntlet. It is.
Yeah. Oh, it is for sure. But hey, soon relief will be on the way, Anthony, because at some point we will only have 8 games because we will have conference play very, very, very soon. But a lot of fun non-con baseball to get out of the way first. So, guys, for the rest of it, again, Glue Guys every Monday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Central. We will be back on Monday at 11 a.m. breaking down everything that took place over the weekend. Of course, the rest of the weekend, we'll give our full thoughts, full takeaways, reactions, and preview and predict another loaded midweek slate. So really, really good stuff, guys. We appreciate you all. Again, he's Anthony Ranaudo. I'm Chris Phillips. As always, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Check us out wherever you get your podcast, whether it's on the Glue Guys feed or the SEC Unfiltered feed. I know there was some confusion there. You can find this show and all the shows we do on both of those feeds. So if you don't want to transition over to the new feed, which you should, and many of you have, by the way, thank you for doing that. You can still find it on the SEC Unfiltered feed that I know many of you already subscribe to. Other than that, follow us on the socials, of course. Follow Anthony Ranaudo at Anthony_Ranaudo, myself at CPhilly19. Check us out on our website, secunfiltered.com. And, Glue Guys, every Monday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Central. Friday night spikes every Friday at 8 o'clock Central. We're off and running. And, Anthony, just like these teams, we're getting better and better and better each time out. We're like a starting pitcher in the SEC every outing. Our next outing is going to be our best outing, at least.
Love that.
That's the plan. That is the plan.
Always.
So
Always.
That's always the plan. Guys, again, thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Enjoy the rest of the baseball this weekend. If you are in Jacksonville, come holla at you, boy, and let's have a good time. Anthony, stay warm.
Enjoy. Stay warm.
See you guys. You're the best. Appreciate y'all, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Cheers.